Assalamualaikum and hi. So today my groups and I will be present about Industrial Revolution 4.0, and my group members consist of Fatin Nur Fatiha, Muhammad Shamirul, Nur Fatini Alia, Nur Eliza Anis, and I am Nur Idina Akila. Okay, as you can see on the screen, our topic today is about Industrial Revolution 4.0. Let me start by giving you some background information about Industrial Revolution 1.0 until Industrial Revolution 4.0. So, the beginning of Industrial Revolution 1.0 was started in 1784, where most industry focused on labor performed by people through the use of water power and steam power. For example, traditionally we can see that there is an existing of steam train, and these steam trains are used steam power in order to operate efficiently. And then after that we move to the Industrial Revolution 2.0, where in this industry they already use electric power and created mass production, and the main contributor of this revolution is development of machine running on electrical energy. For example, in this industry they finally can produce light bulbs and also telephones. And then the next industrial revolution was resulted in Industry 3.0, which started to introduce electronic IT system and also computer. And then this Industry 3.0 was merged and transformed to create and launch more ultra modern technology in order to meet Industrial Revolution 4.0 around 2015. And in Industrial Revolution 4.0, there is an existing of blockchain, cyber physical system, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and so many more advanced systems that are used until now. Okay, for now, I would like to expand on my point about what is Industrial Revolution 4.0. The praise of Industry 4.0 was introduced by Klaus Schwab, a German engineer and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, through an article published by Foreign Affairs in 2015. Industrial Revolution 4.0 refers to a rapid change of technology, society patterns, industry, or digital transformation of production and manufacturing due to increasing interconnectivity and smart automation. In terms of societal patterns, there is a research shown that the societal patterns have been changed since the user of Instagram increased for 100 million every 2 years, which show that our society nowadays spend more time to visit Instagram page rather than to watch television. And then Industry 4.0 is also known as the advanced and innovation enabled by connected devices, which consists of massive amount of computing power, including manufacturing execution system (MES), artificial intelligence (AI), cyber physical system (CPS), cloud computing, blockchain, and so many more. And then beside, there is also positive impact about this technology from Industry 4.0, which is they have their own sensor and chain that are connected to the network and have a solid protection, which make it harder for hackers to hack the system. And then without this automation and advanced computing system, Industry 4.0 will not be achieved. Industry 4.0 also a merger of Industry 3.0, which is Industry 4.0 is more innovative and fast-paced technology. And in Malaysia, evolution of Industry 4.0 was started in 2019 or beginning of 2020, which is also known as Industry 4 WRD. Lastly, every industry must adopt this new system as early as possible in order to gain profitability and stay relevant in market competition, as studies show that Industry 4.0 will stay relevant at least for the next decade. Okay, next I will focus on the introduction of company that we have choose, which is Bosch, and then we will consider about the competitiveness of Bosch. Okay, so basically, what is and who is Bosch? Bosch is a company that established in Germany in 1886 and was founded by Robert Bosch in Stuttgart. It was a multinational engineering and technology in Germany. However, in Malaysia, Bosch has been present since 1923 and represented by Robert Bosch Sdn Bhd. Robert Bosch Sdn Bhd was one of the regional subsidiary of Bosch Group in Asia and a private-owned company. And the latest one, the managing director is Klaus Landeser, and then the office is located at Selangor and Penang. The dominant industry and business activities that are covered by Bosch are mobility solutions, industrial technology, consumer goods, and building technology. The top brand under Robert Bosch is Bosch Diesel Center, which is Bosch Diesel Center manufactures auto parts, filters, sensors, diesel system, and so many more. And then, since Bosch was a manufacturer company that needs advanced technology to produce their product, Bosch Malaysia was finally followed up with the rapid changes of technology and digital transformation by implementing Industry 4.0. They also gain benefits from this Industrial Revolution 4.0, which include the benefits gained from the Internet of Things and Manufacturing Execution System (MES). Okay, now I will focus on the competitiveness of Bosch company. So, who is the main competitors of Bosch company? So, the main competitors of Robert Bosch company in the world are Continental AG. Continental AG is a German transnational automobile parts manufacturing specializing in interior electronic, automotive safety, brake system, and so many more. It was listed as Robert Bosch Sdn Bhd main competitor because they were some homogeneous goods and services produced by these two companies. And then currently Continental AG also partnering with software giant SAP, which is this SAP was the largest non-American software. Continental AG was partnering with SAP in order to standardize its air-spring manufacturing processes and also to drive faster their company towards Industry 4.0. However, Robert Bosch company also accelerated Industry 4.0 involvement via key in-house. For instance, the involvement of manufacturing execution system platform in order to ensure that the production lines are more flexible and efficient plant control aspect to stay compete in the market competition. In 2019, a prior managing director of Robert Bosch told that with a decades of manufacturing experience, the company are able to obtain benefits by adopting Industry 4.0. This is because they predict that Bosch will achieve more than 50% higher machine availability and 5 to 10% higher production performance, and the downtime also be reduced by 20% if the company adopt Bosch industry solution. That's all from me. Next, I will hand over to Fatin Fatiha.
Thank you, Irdina. Hi, I'm Fatin Fatiha, and now I will proceed with the application of Industrial Revolution 4.0 in Bosch Malaysia. Basically, Bosch focuses on three elements, which are machine, data, and people in achieving Industry 4.0. And Bosch also focuses on making smart factories that have machines that can connect and communicate with staff or employees. It can be said that people and machine can work together in the manufacturing and warehousing processes. The transfer and use of data in Bosch has control, for example, from Manufacturing Execution System (MES), so staff can access all the data easily on tablets, mobiles, or machine. Although it is possible to use technology, machine, and internet connection in the process at the factory, but the manpower at Bosch is also important in monitoring the smooth running of the software system used and taking action or initiative for any improvement and effectiveness. Technology and innovation by Bosch shape many areas of life, which are cars, home, workplaces, and manufacturers, as well as SMEs, based on Internet of Things (IoT). Bosch focused on providing more manufacturing and solution based on IoT, software and sensors because Bosch already has expertise in the world of things and in the world of IT where they focus their activities in innovation and make the industry connected to the internet and information technology. Other than that, Bosch in Malaysia partner with Kedah Industrial Skill and Management Development Centre to promote the application of Industry 4.0 into technical and vocational education training. This is an initiative to build a value creation network and to provide exposure on Industry 4.0 as well as further strengthen the infrastructure in Malaysia. So these are the examples of Industry 4.0 products from Bosch, which are Rexroth Active Assist and APAS family. Okay, the first one is Rexroth Active Assist, which is a machine that contains a web-based software with a standard interface, MES and ERP system and sensors. Examples of sensors are camera and sound. This machine can directly assist workers in identifying workpieces and guide them. So customized product can be produced faster and more productively as this machine will help and guide workers through the production process smoothly in real time and in a convenient way. Next, the machine can monitor process quality and corrective action if necessary. The corrective actions will be made if there are errors occur through the production, which show the efficiency of the machine. The next one is APAS family, which is a mobile robot that offers variable automation and brings flexibility into production. This robot can be used for various applications, can be freely combined and positioned due to the network connectivity that facilitate the exchange of required workflow information. And the robot can be easily adjusted to new tasks through a dialogue controllable user interface. This robot helps in production by taking on different tasks such as dangerous or boring tasks, and it can even handle various loads flexibly. The collaboration between humans and robots shows that the robots can also perform tasks like humans, and the robot is safe to use because it has controllable system and good technology. Next, I will hand it over to Nur Fatini Alia for the next slide.
Thank you Fatin for your good explanation. I am Nur Fatini Alia binti Muhammad Hairuddin and now I will explain about the future solution that offered by the Bosch. As you all know, Bosch has provided consulting and strategic planning for Industry 4.0 deployment programs to a variety of clients. In Malaysia, Bosch is one of the 5 digital transformations lab that partners of the Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation, which is MDEC, the government organizations in changes of the economics country digital. Bosch is also committed to making the world a better place by inventing technology that makes life better. As a frontrunner of innovation for more than 130 years, Bosch have thrived on developing solutions to overcome the challenges of the future. To stay ahead of the curve, over 72,000 Bosch researchers and developers worldwide, including 30,000 of software engineering, are working to develop more solutions that are capable of improving quality life. So here are the list of the solution for the future that offered by the Bosch. Firstly is software solution. Bosch Building Integration System is an example of a software solution that utilized by the Bosch. The Bosch Building Integration System, which is BIS, is a software platform that integrates the management of the various Bosch security subsystems such as access control, video surveillance, fire alarm, public address, and also intrusion system. The Bosch BIS also provide a toolbox that allows the third applications to be integrated using open standard and software development kits, which is SDK. BIS is installed in several metros, seaports, and also airports. Transportation hubs like airports or train stations need to be operated 24/7. This applies to the alarm of management and access control systems, such as when the operator are not be able to monitor and control the doors and the instruction panels. The transportation of hub could be shut down. So this would be result as in major delay. Now, the resilient system architecture of BIS protects against the multiple failure scenarios, such as with the BIS installed in a metro, the failure system of component does not affect the command and also the control within the stations and in the operations of the control center, which is OCC. The system also operates even when the communication lines are disrupted. Within the building integration system, which is BIS, there is also a software that called the Access Engine is software. In conjunction with the Bosch access hardware, is provides a complete access control system of the BIS. Secondly is the logistic and the manufacturing. Bosch Connected Industry is the companies of Internet of Things, which is IoT software branch, full software and services from Bosch for Industry 4.0. Company's Nexit portfolio assists both Bosch-owned plants and also the customer all over the world in digitalizations of productions and logistics, which can create the ideal solution for every user of group, including plants operator who manufactures the final products, machine builder who produce state-of-the-art of IoT ready equipment, and also the logisticians who wants to transport products to customer as soon as possible. For starters, there is a Nexit industrial application system for plant operators. Thanks to this technology, because the manufacturing and intra-logistic are now much more transparent, efficient, and also productive. The application include live monitoring of the production process, central management of the industrial of IoT devices, and also the automatic order assignment, as well as a real-time material localizations, to name of a few. Then there is the efficiency of the machine builders in the IIoT era. Nexit Automation assists Bosch in the preparing for the challenges of the Industry 4.0 by providing them with the most targeted and efficient implementation of their plant and machine project in assembly, testing, and also the process of the technologies. Finally, the complexity of the industrial logistics is expanding due to the variety of the variants and the changing methods. Bosch must prioritize their transportations needs by displaying them for all the parties that involve and utilizing the advanced analytics to allocate them to the milk run towards in the order of the priority. Last but not least, the future solution that offered by the Bosch is the service and consulting. In the era of Industry 4.0, Bosch provides a wide range of services and advice, including collaborative project to the test of a new business model. Bosch Industry Consulting has consult the services that are appropriate for the supplier and the manufacturers, as well as the medium-sized businesses and also the companies. Bosch is also offering companies in the other industry advisory services for the Industry 4.0 initiatives. Bosch will do a complete analysis to determine which new and cutting-edge technology best meet the production and logistics of its customers. Bosch will ensure that their customer shop floors operations are developed enough to successfully implement the Industry 4.0 initiative. Bosch is also examining the benefit and the efforts for their customers' specific Industry 4.0 use cases with the purpose of determining a return of investment, which is ROI, as a decision-making basis. That's all from me. Now I will hand over to Muhammad Shamirul to explain about the challenges of the Industrial Revolution 4.0 of Bosch.
I am Muhammad Shamirul bin Mus will continue the presentation regarding the challenges of Industrial Revolution 4.0 at Bosch. Industry 4.0 purports to be a new industrial development breakthrough that makes considerable use of the internet and other technologies. It entails the generalizations of certain technology resources in the industry that enable interactions between two worlds, which are physical and digital. However, despite the greatness of Industry Revolutions 4.0, there are several challenges found in implementing the revolutions. Bosch, being a successful and competitive company that offers mobility solutions, industrial technologies, consumer goods, energy, building technology, is not subject to exceptions in facing those obstacles. So, what are the obstacles that is being taught here? Okay, the first challenge that is being faced by Bosch is the lack of high-skilled workforce and manpower availability. The evolving of the technology has increased the needs of high-skilled workforce and manpower to ensure the quality and advancement needed in ensuring the implementations of Industrial Revolution 4.0 is effective. Creative working activities such as strategy planning or research and development will have a larger need for the talents necessary to discover, introduce, and apply the new and creative business opportunity provided by the Industry 4.0. Currently, the local high skill or expertise in Malaysia is still not sufficient entirely from the other developed countries in the world, such as Germany. Example, the ability of Malaysian to cope with the job as RI 4.0 is known to be still in the early phase of development compared to the other country. Therefore, Bosch must seek for the highly talented and skillful employees to manage the IR 4.0 part of the operations. The employees must understand fully on how the system works seamlessly to enable them to tackle the issues arises from the daily operations of conducting the business in handling some of Bosch applications, such as the application that is being told by Fatin, that is Recruits, Active Assist, and APAS family. Alright, for the second challenges, that is the level of acceptance of the industrial sector towards the use of digital technology in their operations. In applying the elements of Industry 4.0 in a sector, digital technology is very important and needed to ensure the effectiveness in a process or productions. The use of digital technologies such as Internet IT, smart sensors, and software system at Bosch helps in creating digital transformations in the industrial sector. Currently, Malaysia is still adapting to the implementation of IR 4.0. However, not all industries are ready to adopt it. In this context, the use of the great technology requires knowledge, expertise, and even high cost. Therefore, not all industries, business, and manufacturing sector, including SMEs, are ready to accept this digital transformation in their daily business operations. For instance, they will choose to continue to use and stick to the traditional and conventional system to manage their operations, where they do not choose to follow the development of this technology. Referring to the situations, it is a challenge to Bosch as Bosch aim to assist the manufacturing sector, SMEs, and other industrial sector with innovative and technological products and solution from Bosch where machines, data, human can work together in operational process. For the last one, or the third challenge is the rapid developments of Internet of Things. As the world is going through rapid changes in technologies, it does the same for the Internet of Things, where data is distributed and processed throughout the hardware and software devices. This is where it poses a challenge for Bosch to deal with in order to achieve the intended goals in their operations. The overall system and network for the device of Internet of Things are very complex, where the attentions and effort are tested. Since Malaysia is just a developing country, the industries in the field as a whole are not fully ready yet for the maximum applications of IR 4.0 in order to get the utmost benefit from it. Surely, it will be lackadaisical here and there to implement the system such as to deal with the complex maintenance or problem arising from their daily activities. The technology also constantly develops and advances from year to year, so if there is any area outdated, will give constraint to Bosch to catch up with the current update and most effective technology available. The challenge is whether the company can ensure they are able to follow the trend of IR 4.0 transformation with the most effective and efficient technology available at the particular time is what Bosch are having now with their both products. That's all from me. I will hand over again to Fatin Nur Fatihah.
Thank you, Shamiro, for the explanation on the challenges of Industry Revolution 4.0 for Bosch. Okay, now let's move on to the roles of internal auditor in Industry Revolution 4.0 at Bosch. The first one is to ensure that the organization and operational activities are in accordance with laws and regulation. All processes that take place at Bosch are based on a code of business conduct and do not violate any ethics. The internal auditors need to monitor and evaluate in terms of financial and operational activity at Bosch to ensure that no fraud can occur, and they need to do more detailed research while conducting audits to make sure that Bosch is following the right procedures in their business activities. The second one is to evaluate the effectiveness of the internal control system and provide recommendation on the improvement. Evaluate the state of the internal control system and suggest some recommendation for any improvement, especially the software and Internet of Things used in Bosch. The internal auditors need to assess the system involved and identify the existing and future risks so that preventive measures can be implemented to avoid any technical errors that can occur in the future that could affect the operational activities at Bosch. The last one is to assess the company's IT and obtain adequate data and information, which needs to be more detailed in obtaining data and information on the system. Internal auditors need to have a good knowledge of the use of IT at Bosch because all the information and data required is on the software system and the machine, and must ensure that there is no falsification or alteration of data by any party. That's all for my part. Thank you. Next, I will hand it over to Nur Aidiza Anis for the next slide.
Thank you, Fatin. That was a very informative idea regarding the roles of internal auditors in engaging in the Industry 4.0 companies. Now, let's conclude this topic that was being discussed by all of my friends earlier. As a conclusion, we can say that Industry 4.0 generally employs digital technology to make the production more dynamic, adaptable, and customer-focused. The emergence of the information and communication technology, which also known as ICT, has resulted in the economies of nations all over the globe to have grown substantially in competing on a worldwide scale to seize the opportunity. Based on the explanation from my friends earlier, Bosch Malaysia has successfully responded to the rapid changes in technology and digital transformation by adopting Industry 4.0 and showcasing the benefits of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, which include the Internet of Things, and manufacturing execution system. Despite the emergence technologies applied with other competitive companies, it was anticipated that Bosch Industry 4.0 solutions will enable them to achieve greater machine availability, higher production performance, and a reduction in downtime by the future solutions applied, which are software, logistics, and manufacturing, and also service and consulting. Bosch's technologies and innovations have shaped many aspects of life, including automobiles, homes, workplaces, and manufacturers, as well as SMEs, which made Bosch continue to focus on providing more manufacturing solutions based on Internet of Things software and sensors in order to achieve Industry 4.0. Although Bosch Malaysia shows a great competitiveness aspects in emerging its development in their products, there will be some challenges that need to be addressed by them to maintain its quality operations in the long run. The roles and responsibility played by the internal auditors of Bosch has also helped Bosch to improve its performance and operating activities to be more effective and competent at any level. Therefore, throughout this study, we can ensure that the development of Industry 4.0 enables Bosch to better respond to the market developments, deliver more tailored goods, and boost operational efficiency in a continuous improvement cycle along with the advancement technologies. Last but not least, strengthening the recommendations in facing the challenges and issues of integrating with Industry 4.0 is very crucial to any of companies, including Bosch Malaysia. Firstly, work readiness skills, soft skills, technical skills, and entrepreneurial skills are all vital for the future of development in the Industry 4.0 to prevent the lack of high-skilled workforce and manpower availability. The approach to the young generation skill development has to be improved, such as administering learning and training to be more interactive, multicultural, engaging, constructive, and practical to ensure the readiness and skills are being enhanced along with the development of technologies. This approach may help the young generations to have a wider knowledge of how Industry 4.0 is being developed and indirectly create a diversity of high-skilled youths that are familiar with Industry 4.0. Besides, government, institutions, and private entities are urged to provide incentives and financing choices to organizations, especially the SMEs, in order for them to embrace new manufacturing technologies and processes, and also engage in research and development, particularly to generate new solutions for Malaysia's needs and priorities. Up until now, there are several institutions found to be funding the organizations as to encourage small businesses getting involved in the Industry 4.0, which is a really good initiative of these institutions. Therefore, this approach will indirectly help to improve the acceptance level of the use of the digital technologies in their operations, as they could boost their confidence in trying new things for their company's growth by engaging into the Industry 4.0. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.